Chinese startup releases neural network that collapsed the value of American IT giants. Chinese entrepreneurs have launched several neural networks on the market in succession. One of them, Deepseek, which allegedly cost only $6 million to develop, collapsed the market value of the world's largest AI chip manufacturer NVIDIA by $600 billion in a day. Little is known about the company that made so much noise. It was founded in 2023 by Liang Wenfeng. The founder is now 40 years old, with a master's degree from Zhangjiagang University, Guangdong Province, an attempt to form a team to analyze quantitative trading in 2008. Launch of the High Flyer hedge fund, which translates from Chinese as Magic Square, in 2015. In 2019, he created the High Flyer AI company, the purpose of which was to study AI and algorithmic trading. In 2021, the businessman invested $1 billion yuan, which is almost $140 million, in the Yingbo 2 company. 10,000 video cards were purchased with this money. Tech giants Microsoft and OpenAI believe that the startup may have not only borrowed the results of other language models, but literally stolen them. Microsoft and OpenAI suspect that Deepseek not only used the results of other language models, but also stole data. As Bloomberg reports, citing its own sources, the developer of ChatGPT and its main shareholder have already launched an internal investigation into this matter. According to the agency's sources, last fall, Microsoft security specialists noticed how people who could be associated with Deepseek were using the OpenAI API to extract a large amount of data obtained during the work of ChatGPT. OpenAI allows third-party companies to embed its language models in their own applications through an API. However, to do this, they need to pay OpenAI for a license. Microsoft assumes that people associated with a Chinese startup decided not to pay for using the OpenAI language model, but simply stole the data to use it to train their own model. A strange accusation, considering that OpenAI itself gives out API keys to anyone who wants them. All you have to do is deposit $5 into the OpenAI balance. A much harsher charge was made on Thursday, January 30th. Employees of the American cybersecurity company Wiz found a publicly accessible database that is directly related to the startup Deepseek. The company noted that programmers found confidential data that the Chinese startups left in the public domain. The database contained a large volume of chat history, server data and confidential information, including log streams, secret APIs, and operational details. According to Reuters, Deepseek removed the leaked data from public access less than an hour after the company warned of the cyber threat. But it was so easy to find that we are confident that we are not the only ones who found it, said Wiz CTO Amy Lutwak. Deepseek is also increasingly drawing the ire of regulators around the world. A growing number of countries and government agencies have raised concerns about Deepseek's ethics, privacy, and security. The biggest concern reportedly is the potential for data leakage to the Chinese government. According to Deepseek's privacy policy, the company stores all user data in China, where local laws require organizations to provide data to intelligence officials upon request. Italian regulator Garant announced that it had blocked the Chinese chatbot Deepseek because it had not received information from its developers about how users' personal data was being used. Reuters notes that Deepseek was no longer available for download in the App Store and Google App Stores in Italy on Wednesday, January 29th. Garant requested information about what personal data the Chinese chatbot collects, from what sources, for what purposes, and whether it is stored in China. The information provided by the developers was considered completely insufficient. They said that they do not operate in Italy and that European legislation does not apply to them. Taiwan's Digital Affairs Authority has said that government agencies on the island should not use the chatbot of Chinese startup Deepseek, the Taipei Times reported. Deepseek's AI service is a Chinese product, and its operation involves cross-border transmission and leakage of information, as well as other information security issues, and it is a product that poses a threat to information security, the newspaper quoted the agency as saying. It promised to continue to monitor relevant technological developments and make timely adjustments to the island's information security policies. Prime Minister Cho Jun-tai also said yesterday that all government agencies would be banned from using Deepseek to protect national information security. U.S. congressmen are not allowed to use the Chinese artificial intelligence, AI, chatbot Deepseek, Axios reported, citing a letter sent to departments of the U.S. House of Representatives. Redactors are already exploiting Deepseek to deliver malicious software and infect devices, the notice said. To mitigate these risks, the House has taken security measures to restrict Deepseek's functionality on all House-issued devices. According to Axios, the CAO has prohibited staffers from installing Deepseek applications on any official smartphones, computers, or tablets. Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued an order banning software from Deepseek and other Chinese companies from government-issued devices in the state. In a statement, Abbott said that Texas will not allow the Chinese Communist Party to infiltrate our state's critical infrastructure through data harvesting AI and social media apps. Texas will continue to protect and defend our state from hostile foreign actors. The U.S. Navy has instructed its members not to use Deepseek apps or technology, according to CNBC. In late January, the Navy sent an email prohibiting service members from using Deepseek products in any capacity due to potential security and ethical concerns associated with the tech's origin, and usage. In the email, the Navy said it's imperative that members don't use Deepseek's AI for any work-related tasks or personal use, and refrain from downloading, installing, or using Deepseek AI. The Pentagon has blocked its employees from accessing Deepseek, Bloomberg reports, citing sources in the Defense Department. The decision was made to restrict access for security reasons after the Pentagon became concerned that its employees were using a chatbot. American servicemen began downloading an early version of the Deepseek code to their workstations back in the fall of 2024, but at that time, these downloads did not cause concern for the Pentagon, since the connection with China was unclear to them, one of the agency's sources added. NASA has also banned employees from using Deepseek tech. That's according to CNBC, which obtained a memo from the agency's chief AI officer informing personnel that Deepseek servers operate outside the U.S., raising national security concerns. Deepseek and its products and services are not authorized for use with NASA's data and information or on government-issued devices and networks, the memo said, per CNBC. Employees are not authorized to access Deepseek via NASA devices and agency-managed network connections. Deepseek seems to have a unique talent for uniting governments of different countries, which suddenly remember about national security and data protection. The irony is that when such technologies are developed in the U.S., surveillance and data collection are called a necessary measure for global stability. But as soon as a competitor from China appears, the whole world unanimously decides that this is a direct channel for transferring all secrets into the hands of Chinese intelligence. Suddenly, it turned out that users need to know where their data is stored and what is being done with it. Europeans, who have put up with Facebook and Google tracking for years, were suddenly horrified by the Chinese database. American officials also remembered the security of their devices, although a couple of years earlier they calmly installed TikTok and Chinese applications on them. In short, Deepseek failed to play by the rules. They forgot to tell them that the right to surveillance and control is an exclusive privilege of democracies.